Hello, my name is Mike Ward. I'm the Global Director of Content for Informa Pharma Intelligence's Insights portfolio that includes Script, Pink Sheet and In Vivo. We're here at BioEurope Spring in Stockholm, where pharmaceutical companies, biotech companies and other stakeholders, including investors, come to do deals, have discussions, get an understanding of what's actually happening in the space. As I mentioned, investors are here. There are a bunch of venture capitalists who are looking for new opportunities, as well as sort of talking to their portfolio companies. One of the venture capital companies that are here is RMI Partners. It's a Moscow-based venture capitalist, but actually with a global perspective. And I'm joined by Maxim Gorbachev, who is managing partner. So Здравствуйте, Maxim. It's nice of you to come. So RMI Partners, could you explain, how big the fund is and how long you've been in operation?
Thank you very much for this opportunity to introduce our fund. We are already 4 years in the venture industry as RMI Partners. However, our partners has a long history of previous involvement in this industry, both sides of Atlantics, in the US, in Europe. Currently, we are managing fund already for 4 years. We have done 17 deals, primarily in the US, 15 companies in the US, 1 in UK and 1 in Israel. With total about $200 million asset under management so far.
$200 million? $200
million.
Yeah. And who are the backers of your fund? Are they Russian or?
Yes, we are managing institutional money in our fund. It's money of Russian State Development Corporation called RUSNANO. That's why actually when we invest, we usually have a strategic link established between our portfolio company and Russia to facilitate access of innovative medicine and products and technologies to the Russian patients.
Right. Okay. So there's not only is a financial target, but there's also a strategic target in terms of, as you say, almost like inward transfer of technology, therapeutics, etc., into Russia.
We consider ourselves as an impact investor. Indeed, it's primary goal of RMI Partners to get a venture return on our investments. Okay. But we also want to make life of Russian patients much better.
Okay, so you mentioned you've got 17 investments. What is the primary focus of the kind of investments you make? Do you have a sort of a preferred type of business or activity you want to invest in?
We have a quite diversified portfolio, and we invest in biopharma and medtech and diagnostic companies. In biopharma, we usually invest between animal proof of concept till human proof of concept. With medtech and diagnostic companies, we invest a little bit later in pre-revenue or revenue stage companies.
Right, okay. And how do you source the opportunities that you're looking for?
We are using conferences like this, but also we have established a relationship with our colleagues in venture industry, right, with independent venture funds and as well as corporate venture funds, who provide us with their pipeline when they are looking for partners to join the syndicate.
Okay, yeah. So you join as follow-on investors in syndicates.
Yeah. We never seed companies, to be honest. We usually join in later stages in round A, B, C.
Yeah. And do you ever take a lead investment position?
So far we have limited experience to take a lead on these investments. Usually we follow.
Right. And okay, so if we look at the structure of your VC, I mean, you sort of said it's been inception for 4 years, and it's what, $200 million you said you got under management. What is the sort of the lifetime of this particular fund?
Yeah, it's a closed-end fund. We have 10 years of lifetime. So the fund itself is registered in Luxembourg, and it's traditional CCAR structure for this location.
Right, and sort of, you say you've got 17 companies in the portfolio at the moment. How many more companies do you think you're going to add to that portfolio?
We're currently at the end of our investment period. We're already 4 years in 10 years period. So we probably will take 1 or 2 more selective investments.
Right.
But now we are more focused on managing our existing portfolio, and we are doing quite good. I think 4 companies went public recently, and 1 company was recently acquired by Big Pharma.
All right, so you've actually had 4, did you say, IPOs?
Yep.
And 1 trade sale.
Yep.
Yeah. And the 4 companies that floated, are you still active shareholders in those funds, or have you managed to exit those?
IPO is not an exit for venture companies.
Sure.
Usually it's just a financing event, helping them to be financed until they reach an inflection point. We usually step out of the board of the company, so we are not taking a really active role in the continuous development of public companies, but we haven't exited yet. And the reason is that these companies have important milestones in front of them. We hope that they will be acquired at the end of the day.
Right, okay. And this meeting here, I mean, sort of, have you had a lot of people reaching out to you? Because so Russian money isn't something, I mean, we normally associate it with going into European football teams, or British football teams even.
Yeah.
So how much interest have you attracted?
There are quite a lot of interest. We have a good track record. We co-invested with the major funds, both independents and corporate venture funds. So we always take an active role in managing our companies, and our partners has a lot of experience in the industry. So we do not consider any problems with getting attention.
Right, okay. So, well, I appreciate you coming. Spasibo. And do svidaniya.
До свидания.